I'm the Head of Research and Design at Kent County Council. For those who don't know about Kent County Council, we serve about 1.5 million residents, and we've got about 800 services. And the role of our department is to help our services understand the needs of local residents like yourselves, and also help introduce design methods to help them redesign services, and increasingly help work with other actors in the local area, whether that's communities, businesses, voluntary organisations and individuals, to look at developing social interventions that can meet people's needs, and in particular build on the assets that they've got. And this is a departure for public services. We're moving from an era where we delivered services, we still do deliver services, to an era where we're looking at what are the assets that we've got and that we've got in our local communities that we can help people develop solutions to the challenges that they face. So I'll be talking about Transform by You, which is a service we provide to our own council, but also to other public services. And then I'll talk about one of the outcomes for the project, which is around open source public space devices. So Transform by You, the aim is to encourage our colleagues, whether they're working in local council, whether they're working in health, to put themselves in other people's shoes, and increasingly working with civil society organisations and big businesses as well to do that. We've got a focus on technology, so looking at how people can use technology to help themselves. Often we've either bought technology or developed technology that works for us as providers, or taken off-the-shelf solutions, and not understood that people don't necessarily want to use that technology if it's not easy to use, and most importantly, if it can't help them go about their everyday lives. So what we do, we set a challenge for every programme, which is universal enough that all of our residents can relate to, but specific enough that it mobilises a particular type of audience. So we've worked on how the use of technology can help people keep fit and stay healthy, how people can help each other, which is a big challenge that we face, and around how they can make the best use of their public space. So really getting a deep understanding, not just of how we can make the solution user-centred, but how we can make the solution able to build on people's different motivations. This is what we also do in terms of diffusion, is we recognise that our expertise only goes some way in terms of scaling up some of these solutions. So what we do is we work with other institutions in Kent, whether that's universities, whether that's big digital agencies. So we're working with Decent, who are a big digital and communications agency, to look at how to market these products, how to take them to market, and also other companies like Cisco. And we're part of an international project which is looking at how we can develop open source public space devices. So being able to understand how we can repurpose assets, recycled materials, to be able to work with people to create those devices, and then open source the design so that people can make them where they are. This is an evolution of our own programme, in that we're taking it to the next stage where, as well as working with people intensively to develop solutions, we're now looking at how we can open source that, so we don't have to necessarily be there each stage of the way. Those funds, and in particular we want to be able to share the practice of local communities where there is some very exciting use of public space, to open source those designs so that other communities where that is less the case can actually take that, start using this project to start rethinking the ecosystem, and to start shifting some of that investment away from devices that we've always purchased to devices that exist in communities that we can start replicating ourselves in other communities, and then working with the communities so that they can build their own devices.